going, everybody? Bringing you an absolute cracker of a game today. So, let me put it in perspective. I was not running OBS, I wasn't recording at all, and thankfully I had World of Warships replays turned on. I'm playing Azuma, and I'm in a division with my good friend Field Minotaur, and he's in his Alaska. And I'm busy with the Odin directives, where I have to do as much damage as possible. I think it's 2.4 million damage in a cruiser. And for some reason I decided I'm going to take the Azuma. And he's in his Alaska. Both, of course, free XP ships. Now, the Azuma, she doesn't have the best reputation. She's got a citadel basically from stem to stern. Really, really good guns. Her big cousin, the Yoshino, is a lot more popular. Of course, the Yoshino is a coal ship. Azuma is free XP, and you do see them, but you see I love a lot more Alaskas. And I've got two Alaskas. I've got the normal Alaska and the Alaska Black that I got in the containers when I got the Mass B. Was playing a little bit earlier, and I tried my Zhao, tried my Henri, and I just wasn't having any good games. And I was about to give up for the night, and then Mino said to me, "No man, come play one or two games with me. We can always do well together." So he took his Alaska, and he's also busy with that directive. You'll see I'm mostly firing HE, because I'm trying to farm fire damage. The Azuma does hit good fires, and excuse me, the one redeeming feature of the Azuma are these guns. They are rail guns. You will see during the course of this replay that I aim at something and a lot of the shells hit. Sigma is really good. Being considered a premium, I'm allowed to use any captain, and I put my 19-point Zhao captain in. So my 19-point Zhao captain actually used to be my Yamato captain, and then I got Yamamoto Isokoro through the directives, and then I moved him over to Ibuki, well, Mogami, Ibuki, and Zhao. So 19-point captain in here, flagged up as usual. We're in a decent matchmaker. I'm going to complain about this. I always see tier 10s, and this is a max tier 9. Now a 7 to 9 match. As you can see, this is a Colorado. Let's see if we can get some fires in the Colorado. I love that California's name, Dr. Stinkfist. It's an awesome name. There's an Iowa. Now that's something I'm going to be worried about. The Azuma's armor is terrible. It is probably one of the shitty features of this ship. It has, I think, 25mm armor everywhere, and I get double fires on the Colorado, and he's probably going to put them out. Yes, he has damage controlled his fires. I can see it's not ticking anymore. And I start looking for another target here. Now, it's such a pity I wasn't running OBS, because the communication between me and Field Minotaur were on point. I spotted Massachusetts camping behind an island. I'm not sure what he wanted to achieve doing that. That is not the point or a place to put in Massachusetts, but well, we get a fire on him. And as you can see, 18 k's away, and I still score 3 hits and a fire. The Colorado and the California are doing a valiant push on this side, and I'm careful to keep islands between me and those guns, because, yeah, it might be a Colorado, it might be a California, but they can still punch through me and citadel me like nobody's business. Anyway, so as I was saying, I wasn't running OBS. Thankfully, I had World of Warships replays enabled, so I had to throw this replay into World of Warships, record it, and now do the voiceover for it. And I'm really glad, because this is my highest damage ever. Not in a cruiser, my highest damage ever, almost 10,000. The previous highest damage I had was in my Yamato, and this beats it by nearly 10,000. So, double fires on the Iowa. He obviously damage controls them immediately. My ear was itching there. And the Scharnhorst looks like he wants to bump me, so I swing my butt out. Get some more shells on the Massachusetts, still sitting behind an island. And I don't know what he's thinking. There's the Iowa. And as you can see, that was like a 16-kilometer hit. Bow on, and I hit 5 full penetrations with the Azuma. These guns really are amazing. They are phenomenal. Oh, it takes a ruin. We've lost the destroyer and they've lost the cruiser. The matchup is fairly even so far. Our destroyer is capping C over there where a field is supporting him, while I'm shooting into a mountain and making swimming pools for the local kids. And I see a Tirpitz coming in now. Tirpitz is a fairly dangerous opponent. You do not get close to those things because they have torpedoes. I remember when it was that one ranked sprint, tier 8, everybody was taking either Tirpitz or Massachusetts, and a few times the Tirpitz try to torpedo me. You have to be vigilant. Double fires on him and he immediately puts them out. Good battleship player. Remember the golden rule, boys and girls. 1 fire, you let it burn. 2 fires, you're allowed to put out. Luckily for me, I get another fire on him. And I see he's pulling back. Now, time to turn around. Ooh. Dee. With my love for torpedoes, it's obviously a good idea to start running hydroacoustics. Because even in the clan, the guys are joking with the amount of torpedoes that I get. Dave always says, I'll play with you, that way I don't get torpedoed. Because me, I will be the one always eating the torpedoes. Oh, Baltimore kills our chappie. Now, remember that Baltimore. Later in the game, it's going to get interesting. And the Tirpitz has still got my fire burning, and as my fire goes out, I get more shots on him. The other thing I use, because pretty much AA, fighters, etc. are completely useless in aircraft carrier games, I use a spotter plane. And that allows these amazing guns to get just that little bit further. I mean, he's at nearly 20 kilometers from me, and I'm still hitting salvos. Now, it was at this point that I was not paying attention. That Massachusetts that I was looking at there was 12k away from me. But, like a total moron, I didn't pick it up. You see that Baltimore's 12.5, that Mass is now 10.4, and I'm just sailing straight towards them. Because I'm focused on the Tirpitz. And this is a mistake people make, and I'm one that makes it as well. They tunnel vision. And I realize, shit, I'm taking secondary fire, and there's a Massachusetts. And I'm like, oh, fuck my life, move. And there goes a third of my health. I get double fires on him, and I know he's fired, so I can swing, exposing broadside, hoping to angle, and just get out of there. Of course, this Massachusetts is now smelling blood. And I'm kiting away and just thinking, oh, there's 4 reds, me with paper-thin armor. Swing out, try and angle. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Right, he damage controlled the first fires. I managed to get a defended ribbon and 1 more fire. Now, our Vladivostok there on the right of the screen is pounding him, but he's got an Iowa and a Tirpitz coming in. So I decide leave the Massachusetts for the Vladivostok. I mean, I've got the Vostok. It's a brilliant ship. Set double fires on the Iowa and just try and kite out. Obviously, the Iowa damage controlled that, and they're still all shooting at me. I mean, I've got 1.15 million potential there at me. Iowa shells coming in. Oof, and there goes 10,000 of my health. At this point, I really thought I was dead. Throw some more HE at the Iowa and just hope for a fire. No, 5 penetration and a defended. The Bliskovitska gets our Scharnhorst, and at this moment it's not looking that good. But it's alright. Try and heal up. Hey, nah, ouch, that hurts. Okay. Permafire on the Iowa. I am whittling him down. I'm doing more damage to him than he's doing to me. I just need a few more fires on him. Now, I could probably have swapped AP, but I think it would have bounced a bit too much there. I'll get a second fire, and he's cooking. He's properly cooking now. He's got 16,000 health points to my 16,000, but he's got much, much bigger guns. He's also got a much bigger chassis, for lack of a better term. So, more of his shells incoming. Turn out. Fire guns. I only lose 4,000 there. Now he's trying to heal up, but our DD on the left hand side there is also shooting at him, and he's still burning. So my mate Field Minotaur kills the Massachusetts, takes some stress off the Vladivostok, and I get the kill on the Iowa. Alright, so we're starting to slowly pull back this game. Next up, that Tirpitz. The Tirpitz that I had tunnel visioned on. Now, the Vladivostok kept asking for support there, but if he was just bow tanking, he could have held that area for a long time. This Tirpitz makes the mistake of damage controlling a single fire. And you know what that means, boys and girls? Just look at those glorious guns. 7 hits and an incapacitation. The Azuma's guns are just brilliant. Why don't you ever put out a single fire in a battleship? Because then you can get 2 set on you. Oh, and I can see the torpedo run coming. Tirpitz takes out of Vladivostok. I don't think the Vostok remembered that the Tirpitz had torpedoes. But I get Witherer and set a 3rd permafire on the Tirpitz. And there's my high caliber in an Azuma, people. I just got high caliber in an Azuma. And I think that Tirpitz is very upset because he is burning. Of course, the Colorado, being a fantastic teammate, steals the kill there. You know what? I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm at 189,000 damage with 1.5 potential at me. I've got Witherer, high caliber. I'm having a good game. But that's not all, folks. So my mate pops radar and spots the Bliskoviska, and it's such a pity you didn't have the comms, because we had such good comms. Field Minotaur is really such a good player to div up with. I can't praise him enough. So there's the Baltimore coming in. Baltimore's a good ship. So I decided to switch to AP because I had enough of setting fires. I detonate him with HE and I get a dev struck. Lol. That was hilarious. I just detonated a Baltimore and an Azuma with HE. Oh man, this game couldn't get any better. So now we're communicating. We want to move up, take a cap, get as much points. We're ahead of the points, but they've still got a DD out there, and it's not a bad player. I mean, we lost our CV earlier. This is California and also an Algeria still out there. And Mr. Colorado is pushing with us. And a tier 7 Jervis. I just finished the Jervis. I need to say I wasn't grinding it. I was just playing it because of tier 7 ranked. And happened to score some good matches in it. And we see a California. And I realize, oh shit, I'm still firing AP. Oh, back to HE for battleships. Yes, technically I could have kept shooting AP, but The fire chance on this thing is something like 31%. The, the shell trajectory, etc., is just so beautiful. Let's see. What can we do on California? I set one fire and he puts it out. Immediately on Discord, I was saying to my friend Mino, hey, he just put out one fire. Look, he doesn't have much of a chance of surviving here. But kudos to Dr. Stinkfest. He came in and he tried to fight. And there's permafire on him. I think my friend Mino got that stern fire on him as well. So he's cooking. He is cooking. You know, unfortunately, it's inevitable. And there's a Confederate. Let's just put that all together. I'm in an Azuma, arguably one of the worst tier 9s out there. And I've just done high caliber, Confederate, Arsonist, Witherer, and a Dev Strike. Like I said, this was a cracker of a game, and it's one of those games that one absolutely lives for. So the Minsk has finally shown himself, and I'm about to go behind this island, and just as he's spotted, get the aim right, I fire a couple of not well aimed shots at him, and now it's time to accelerate, and I hit one. RNG was lucky with that Minsk. Ooh. If I had one more shell hit him, I probably would have killed him. But he was so lucky. So he's trying to turn B cap. I got one defended there. We're at 950 points here. Match is almost over. Mino was saying he's going after the Algerie. Yeah, Algerie is just running away. And he actually eats a torp. Shame. Ouch, Mino, you've got hydro. Colorado here is shooting at the Minsk. And let's see if we can get him. Obviously the Minsk is dead, and I was lucky enough to save the end screen because the replay as feature in World of Warships doesn't do it. 235,000 damage, 940,000 credits, 21 fires, high caliber, Confederate, Witherer, Arsonist, and Dev Strike. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute cracker of a game, and I'm so glad I managed to actually be able to bring it to you. Until we speak again, take care, cheers.